Hey guys, got some great seller tips for you here today. And the first one that we're going to talk about is going to be the number one biggest mistake that sellers can make when they're selling their house. Hi, my name is James Dean with James Dean Mountain Real Estate and Keller Williams Client's Choice. And today I'm going to discuss the number one mistake that sellers can make when selling their house. And that is going to be making sure they had it priced correctly. So when you're pricing your home, and when you have a professional real estate agent that's in there helping you do that, they should be comping it and showing you the comparables that provide the proof of where the house should be. In today's market, it's very easy to get wrapped up in, oh, my neighbor sold for this, my neighbor sold for that. They might not be full-on comparables to what you have in your house. And getting a direct, this is what your home should be worth, and usually I use a range, and it's going to depend on the condition of the home, the condition of the inside, upgrades that have been done, as well as the comparables that have happened throughout the neighborhood or close by. If you're up here in the rural areas of Teller County, in the mountain communities, sometimes it's not somebody that's in a similar neighborhood or in the same neighborhood because you might not be in a neighborhood, so it's a similar home that's out there. But it's super, super important to get your house priced at the current market price. When you price above that, and there are agents out there that are going to sit there and they're going to tell you, oh, your house is worth this much, you're going to be able to get this much for it, and then you see that house sit on the market for 60, 90, 120 days, even in today's market, because they overpromised on what your house is actually worth, and it does multiple things. Number one, it makes people not even go look at your home because they see it and they're like, man, that's just too expensive. I don't get this. I don't know why it's even like that. Number two, if they do go out and look at your home, they're like, well, what's going on? Why are they needing this much? They're just being greedy. It's just a greedy seller, and then they might not even make an offer on it. And the longer it sits in the market, folks start to wonder, what's wrong with your house? Not good for you. The current market value is going to provide the most looks at your house. It's going to provide the most showings. It's also the most likely to provide the most qualified multiple offers that you're going to get. And when that happens, there's always a chance in today's market that it might go for above that. But pricing it right where it should be sets your expectations of what your home is actually worth and what you can expect to get out of it. So you're not living in a fantasy world where you're hoping that you're going to get a certain amount and then you might not. It's also going to provide those qualified buyers that come in. It's going to keep your house in the market for a shorter amount of time. And it's going to get you where you need to be much, much quicker. So that is most certainly one of the biggest mistakes that sellers can make is by overpricing their home, because then it sits in the market too long and it's not fair. And if you have an agent that's not willing to speak truthfully to you and they're actually out there and they're overpricing your home, well, you need to have a talk. Well, hope you enjoyed this week's hot seller tips, and we'll be sending you more here shortly.